What is TFA State and why is it an important event? Well, TFA State is a speech and debate event that many people in Texas do and participate in. Today's setting is being set at Jordan High School. I got to conduct 2 interviews in today's video, one being a fellow honors crew member that I got to work with personally, and second, a speech and debater who called into TFA State. They were both asked the same question: why is TFA State important and what are their events? Now, as well as I got to record a Congress event, which is an important event in speech and debate. Then during the speech and debate section during Congress, I didn't get the actual photos, but I got them through social media. Only reason why is because it's actually illegal to take photos during speech and debate rounds, according to TFA state law. So, besides that, let's hop right into it.
Hello, I'm with Peyton Lin, and she is a fellow TFA Honor Crew member. So, firstly, why is this event special or important?
TFA or the event I do?
TFA State.
Okay, TFA State is really important because it's a cumulative, it takes everything that these competitors have worked so hard for all season and it puts it into one event to really test their skills and see if they're able to move forward and their progress has paid off.
Okay. Are you a fellow debater or speech speaker?
I do both, mainly debate.
Okay. What events do you do?
I do world schools, domestic extemp, and I used to do public forum debate.
Can you explain those events?
World schools, we don't use evidence like traditional debate styles like PFLD and CX do. We debate on logic and we don't use any Wi-Fi. So we focus mainly on link chains and logistical arguments rather than arguing card versus card. And then domestic extemp, we get a question about a domestic issue, and then our job is either to inform or persuade the judge on our position, and we defend it using 3 points in our speech. And then finally, public forum debate is a form of debate where we debate cards versus cards, and we get a resolution that's supposed to be pretty accessible to general knowledge, so it should be accessible to all audiences to listen to.
In these 2 photos, it showcased how crowded it could get in TFA State.
Hello, I'm with
Miguel Gonzalez.
And what is your event about?
My event is International Extemp, and the whole idea is that you extemporaneously speak, which is basically you're speaking from the top of your head, but we are given a little bit of time to prep. We have 15 minutes to write and memorize a speech utilizing 7 different sources from the internet, and they have to be reputable, like no Fox News or anything. And that speech goes on for like 6-7 minutes. We have 15 minutes to do that, and we have another additional 15 minutes where we memorize that speech, because when we go to our room to give it to a judge, we can't look at it at all. It has to be from the head or extemporaneous. And the questions, and we answer questions about current issues and events, so basically politics.
Why is TFA a special event, and why is it important?
Like to qualify into TFA?
Yes.
TFA, this event is important because more generally it raises awareness about questions, but even like from a non-political standpoint, it develops people's critical thinking capabilities, and even on like an even more personal level, it helps you advocate for yourself, and that's something you're going to need to do no matter what you do. Like me personally, like I'm interested in politics, so that's why obviously I'm going to gravitate towards an event that talks about politics. But even if you're not, this event is still useful to me and anyone else.
We actually got to cut out the topics and put them in the envelopes for extemp as a TFA State Honor Crew member, which was really fascinating to experience, such as a debater myself. The next and last thing on our list is Congress, so let's hop right into that.
They invest because American crypto offers a less restrained alternative to traditional currency. No, Senator Gordy, it isn't about trust. If it's about trust, that would be non-unique because at the dollar is also trustable. As Business Insider explained in November 22nd of last year, that American crypto's unique advantage is that it offers the best platform for independent and private finance. But Senator Bhattacharya hinted that we aren't the only aspiring crypto haven. The Wall Street Journal sounded the alarm just 2 weeks ago that China has invested over $95 billion into developing cryptocurrencies just last year alone because they want to take us in the crypto market. So far, that hasn't worked. But Senator Parker brings up a plethora of restrictions against our cryptocurrencies, from Section 2C's permits to Section 2F's audits. Senator Bhattacharya is right. That forces cryptocurrencies to turn to China, but he never told you why. It's because American cryptocurrency loses its unique advantage of being both independent and private. But Senators Parker, Kirk, and Assad might ask, okay, why do we care if crypto leaves America? Senator Floyd, because cryptocurrencies is far more catastrophic when played directly into China's hands. Yale University's Adam Walker warned in December 2nd of last year that Chinese crypto harbors 3 times more scams and is 77% more ecologically destructive overall than America's because they're so new to the industry and still innovating that they can't worry about following existing standards like we do. That's the critical warrant that turns every single affirmation argument thus far. Senators Parker, Saif and Assad fighting pollution, scams, and terrorism gets far harder when they're in China, and which has every single profit and financial incentive to drain their rivers dry, river after river, lake after lake, while also sponsoring terrorists that end life after life just to earn money. For the miners that are scaling that cliff, this very instance in China, some lake below them might be their only source of solace in a cruel life. But draining that lake dry with a crypto mine won't make their lives any better. That's why you fail.
Thank you, Representative, for that speech of 3 minutes and 3 seconds. 2 questioning blocks, all questioners please. 5. I see Parker, Gordy, Kirkendall, Benoit, and Whiteside. That first goes to Representative Gordy.
Are crypto companies malicious and shady right now?
I mean, they're quite shady, but right now people are getting scammed.
The answer is
anyway.
absolutely. They're largely shady. As a result of this, does this mean investors aren't likely to get their return on investment?
Yeah, but in the end, people are still getting scammed.
So, simple question. What do investors care about when they put money into a company? Getting money back,
They care about getting profits, which many people are currently doing.
But if they're losing profits because crypto companies are shady, why wouldn't regulations solve this?
Because unlike the US dollar, crypto allows also more private independent
It's not affecting volatility,
Yeah,
it's only affecting whether they're bad actors.
Kirkendall.
Representative Zhao proved to you earlier that over 50 million Americans have cryptocurrency. How many Americans play in the stock market?
I mean, I'm quite sure that's a lot more.
Over 160 million
Yeah,
people.
a lot
If
more.
it's not trust that allows Americans to put our money into something, what is it?
The stock market isn't that stable either.
But it's much more stable because it's pegged to the US
Okay,
dollar.
but the stock market is not about privacy, cryptocurrency is.
So we're saying we should give this regulation to private companies that have no incentive to protect
No,
our
I'm saying that we
constituents?
shouldn't regulate in a way that...
Thank you, Representative. You may take your time.
And that was the Congress event. Now, I just really want to say, this was a beautiful event all 3 days. It was really amazing. Even though I didn't get to participate, it was truly amazing to see others and how much effort and they put into speech and events like this. So this is why I truly wanted to do my project about this, to just dedicate and show the heart and dedicating work it really gets to make state level stuff. As well, I'm really glad we had this ceremony. And the last third day, we all gathered, every speech and debate speaker, all the judges, we all gathered around to celebrate the top 8 people, or the top 5 to 8 people in each debate and speaking event that was being held at. And they were awarded placards as well as in trophies for first place only, though. That was everything I wanted to share with you today. Thank you. Bye.